So in this video, I go to my Word documents and I click on the notice of appeal, and as you can see, it is a total of 72 pages, and I scroll down all the way to the bottom of the document, and right here is the transcript and hearing that I'm appealing. I go all the way down to the bottom, and then I go to the court's website and I go to the pro se upload section of the website. I fill in the information and then I click the document that I had just showed. That's the document that I click on to file with the court. Notice of appeal, it was just opened. So I click it, see, notice of appeal merged PDF 2. I finish filling it out. The information section of the court's website about what the document is. So it's a notice of appeal. And then I press upload. And then I get this confirmation number saying that it was filed, and this is the receipt number. So next, I go to the docket and I look for the notice of appeal that was filed. And it's right here. It's docket number 7062. I click on it. It downloads. I open the file. And as you could see, it was filed, and it is a total of 6 pages only. So the original document was 72 pages, and then what the court actually filed was only 6. So they left out a lot of pages, and I don't know why. So I did file the notice of appeal twice, because after the first time I filed it, and then I went to the court docket and I seen that there was only 6 pages that were filed, I thought to myself, well, maybe there was some sort of technical error and with like the website, or some sort of problem where it cut off the rest of the pages. And I thought, well, I'm going to file it a second time, and then I'm going to call the court clerk and let them know that, about the error, and to make sure that the full document is filed and that this mistake and error gets fixed. So I filed it a second time, and before I got a chance to call the court clerk calls me and tells me that it's a duplicate from the one I filed the first time. And I explained that it wasn't a duplicate because the document is supposed to be 72 pages and only 6 were filed. And he explained that it's all going to be filed, and sometimes it gets separate and it'll be like on another page or something. Like, I don't really quite understand why it would be separate, but that's what he told me. And I said okay, and then he said I'm not going to file the second one, and then that was that. And here is a screenshot of my call records to show that I got a call from New York, and this is the number of the court clerk, and it was an incoming call, and this is just proof of that. And this isn't the first time that there's been mistakes and errors whenever I file a motion or a document with the court. I'll give you several examples. So the first one was I filed a complaint, and the court clerk named it a motion for summary judgment, and it wasn't a motion for summary judgment. The next one was I filed a application for a direct appeal, and that was filed as a letter for reconsideration. The next example I have is when I filed a notice of appeal back in April, and I paid for overnight shipping. There was a delay in delivery with the post office. It was delayed by a day, and the court clerk didn't notice the postmark day, and it made it seem like my appeal was untimely when it wasn't, because the delay was out of my control. It's out of my hands. There's nothing I can do if there's a delay, but there is a postmarked date on the envelope and the tracking information and all of that, and that was just ignored, and it made it seem like my appeal was untimely when it wasn't. So I mean, there's been several errors by the court clerk, and it's kind of getting to be too many at this point.